but there's a lot of regulation around marketing. The number one thing we're putting first is compliance. The last thing we want to do is start marketing something and flag the website, flag the ad, spend a bunch of money, get yourself in trouble. From a compliance, let's shift to marketing for a second. I'm a practice owner and I have a legacy aesthetics business, and I call it legacy because that's what I've been doing for the past 5 years. Let's just call it. Look, you know what? I think that I have maximized my ability to grow on the aesthetic side of my business, and I'm going to launch a wellness program, and I'm going to go get the right person to run that part of the clinic for me. I'm going to build the right compensation model for her. I'm going to hire the right coach to help implement a good plan. And by the way, I need to roll out marketing, because if people don't know that you have the ability, to get these superpowered pharmaceutical drugs, then you're wasting your time, right? This is a cash pay type of organization and business, right? With inside of aesthetics and wellness. So I have to market that, right? But there's a lot of regulation around marketing. And, recently I was going through an exercise with the practice that I work with, and we're going through the shift of actually launching a wellness program. And the number one thing we're putting first is compliance, because the last thing we want to do is start marketing something and flag the website, flag the ad, spend a bunch of money, get yourself in trouble, ad campaigns shut down, Facebook jail, all the things, and that's kind of my background. And I'm like, look, the appropriate path is to really be legit script certified, and go through that whole compliance, which costs money. It's a whole thing. It's very time consuming. And then when you're building out like your website, I see websites out there today that show, hey, we offer peptide therapy, and it says BBC 157, TB 500, like all of these lists of peptides on these people's websites. And I'm over here thinking, like, you're not ranking, because I've run some SEO tests on some of them. And I'm like, how are you just throwing this out there? Because you're going to get shut down, and they're not legit script certified. They may not even know what it means to be legit script certified, right? Yeah. So like, how should a clinic go about this to say, hey, I want to market, I want a piece of this. The patients want it. Like everybody wants it. I bet I live in a community of like 1,400 homes, and it's a, nice income, affluent neighborhood. If I was to do a survey, I would bet 70% of the neighborhood has tried a GLP or peptide, maybe more. So they want it, right? So but how does a practice owner go about launching it and being compliant and market correctly versus, so they don't get themselves in trouble?